Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, we're playing Gran Turismo Sport GR4 racing, and that Scirocco just bumped into the side of me, but it is what it is. So yeah, Dragon Trail GR4 races, Daily Race B. Now, they seem to be all Daily Race B, and that is no coincidence. For some reason they seem to be the best ones so far. Now, again, we're just warming up. About 10 seconds left of the warm up. Mr. Scirocco in front, Mr. Racing off ahead. As we leave the quick left and right handers. Now, of course, over revving the engine like normal. It's good. I'm sure the pistons can take that sort of pressure, but the auto drive's kicking in, so it's officially race time. 4 laps, we're getting ready to go, and we set off. Now I'll try and get behind the BMW M4. I've got someone behind me, not really worried about him. Now I know this is quite a long straight, so slipstream is going to be your friend down here. Now I'll stick behind the M4, knowing what infamous corner is really coming up next. Sorry to pause the video. Literally, what did I just say? God knows. But let's resume the video. And we all know that people love to smash into the walls on that corner. But we're sticking 14th. Brake a little bit early. Just didn't really want the penalties or to get into an accident really. Now, after that, come up to this really shallow left into a tight left. Hurricane just in front. Get a good exit from that. And on the slipstream again, try and overtake 13th and remain in 13th, but don't really see a chance, so I just let it off. Well, we get into 13th there. I think the Hurricanes ran a little bit wide. I'm all over the place. Hung off the accelerator. Should have got a better exit from that, but come over the hill. Everyone just starts lagging. Not really sure what I was about, and we go back into the old good connection, but we're in for 13th now. 14th now. And Gran just sliding up on the left. As we near the main straight. Take this a bit slow, don't know why. Try and get a ping exit out. Hurricane lawnmowers the grass over there, but swerves into front of me, so I hit the back end of it. Now, again, we've got slipstream on our side, catching up. 15th is less than a second behind, but again, not worried about him or her. Now we go for the overtake on the Lambo. Successfully execute that. Now back into 13th. And as we enter the tunnel, make sure 14th is not far behind. So brake a little bit there. Keep it tight. Don't need to brake or let go of the accelerator on these 2 corners. Overtake 12th. Forcing wide so we can't have the opportunity to overtake. And then blast off. And stay in 12th, really. Now we've got the Gran quite close behind us. Posing a threat. But remain calm. 10th, or now 11th, crashes. So overtake him, that's all good. Gran just smashed into the back of him. But keep a tight line through there. And try and build a lead off 12th and catch up to 10th. So we've gone off a few places so far, which is good. Again, pretty much late break into there, caused me to slide. But get a nice strong exit through there. Try and catch up to this BM in 9th. Ideally higher is the better, evidently. But 12th is 1.3 seconds behind me, but I'm less than a second off 10th. So there's a battle for 9th. Really, I'm not involved in it, but it is a battle for 9th. It's lap 3, one more lap to go, so it's either make a play in this lap or the next lap, depending on what happens. So, dropping to 4th. Again, just keep it nice and tidy through there. Keep it floored. We'll pedal to the floor there. Now, 10th one runs tad wide. It kind of goes all over the place. Kind of throws me off a little bit. But, I mean, it's a mistake on his part. It means I can get the slipstream going up the hill. Not slow down, really. So as we come into this right-hander into left, the BM and I believe Hyundai just having a little tappy fight. Now there's a crash up ahead. 9th, or that Hyundai there, crashes into the wall. And I'm in 10th. Potentially could go for 9th if this Hyundai crashed. He runs wide. I also run wide, following the steps of 9th place. But almost coming to the end of lap 3 into lap 4. So close to the final lap. And Hyundai in front runs wide. So I'm in 9th. That's a good, easy overtake for me. The penalty behind as well. But as we come into the straight, I'm no one really to slipstream. So I'm just in the middle of 8th and 10th. So hopefully we can do some good plays and catch up to 8th. Now, coming out of that first corner, a little bit too wide. Had to let go of the accelerator. And we enter the tunnel into, again, famous corner. Everyone hits walls and stuff. And, again, brake there. And I just forget the turn, really. I just forget the turn. Back in 13th. So I went from 9th to 13th, all because I couldn't be bothered to turn. Now, this should make for an interesting event to see what happens in this last lap. Now, for some reason, after that crash, I just couldn't drive. But 14th, quite far away, so again, not worried about him. And 12th is all the way up there. Don't think I have hope in really catching him unless he makes the mistake. But try and keep it fast. See what happens. But 12th up there seems to be gliding all over the track, hitting rails and cutting grass. I almost binned it myself. But overtake the Hurricane. Put myself into 12th. And hopefully that's us done for the race. Now first place is finished, so we have got a time limit. I don't want to dump, but I kind of go on the grass but keep it steady. But it's coming to the end of the race. Now we're in 12th, which is good. Not really, it's not actually that good. Finishing 12th, not 9th or 8th, but we'll jump into the next race and we'll take a look at what happens in that race. So starting the next race, and I've changed up the car. I've chose to go for the 650S GT4 car. See how we get on with that. I wanted to change up to see and try different cars really. But we're starting in 16th, so there's a couple more people in this race than the previous race, so should make for some more interesting, funny moments in this race. So behind the Swedish guy, 15th place, and again just brake, just take it steady through here. And that Hurricane decides to inspect the wall and leave his trademark, and someone crashed there, so in 15th now. But come up to this left-hander, Hurricane just there, runs wide, wants to leave the track really, I believe. Head home, had enough of this. And to be honest, I don't really blame him. But yeah, come to the hill, and 2 seconds behind 13th, 15th again, still quite a while back, still trying to head home. Now there's a big pack up the front. I believe that might be for the 11th or 10th maybe. I assume more 11th, but again 13th crash there. There's a big old collision just up ahead. Nice meme moments. 2 TTs and another car, so puts me in the 10th, which is not bad. Now again, almost to where we were before in the last race, 9th position, but we'll still carry on. I'm 3 seconds behind 9th, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. However, I believe 9th just ran a little bit wide, so hopefully that mistake cost him a tad of time to allow me to catch up really. But this time coming into this left and right hander, try not to crash into the wall, remember to turn. That would always be a good point of call, to turn. But what I find with this corner is very shallow, all of a sudden it's real deep. That's what she said. But 9th, we're going up the hill, catching up to 9th, which is good. 11th is quite a distance back, probably another postcode away, which is good. Not to worry about him. Now, I believe 9th runs wide onto the grass. Front wheel drive not helping out. Struggled to overtake him, he's going a bit too slow, but he's on the apex line, so I could only really smash into him. But try maybe go for the overtake and get the manoeuvre done here. He runs wide, so fine by me. He wants to inspect that gravel pit there. Now 10th is kind of catching up, and again I'm 2 seconds behind 8th, but we're in 9th, so we're doing good. Keeping the flow and keeping the momentum going, which is what really you want. Now I can see 7th, 8th and 7th are kind of having a battle, so hopefully them two slow each other down, allowing me to catch up. Ideally is what you want. Now with this car, brake just past 100 board, keep it tight on the inside, and try and slingshot out of the exit. Coming under the bridge now, and we've still got a while to go to catch up to 8th. But now we've caught up to 8th. He takes the inside line. Again, I have to ping the back of him. Again, a bit too slow. He's on the apex. Not a lot I could have done. But come up the hill. I should have really stuck on the slipstream of him. This guy's running a bit all over the place, so potentially might have some bumpy moments with him. Keep it tight there. Drop down the gear. Accelerate out. Sling past the Volkswagen there on the outside. Now I know he's not going to go for the manoeuvre. 7th there, just I don't know, crashed into the barrier or ran wide. So we're behind 6th. So gone up 2 more places from the last race, which is good. Definite improvement. Now SLS is sliding out there, getting his drift on really. Now we're on I really this livery. Oh my god. I'll zoom in, but yeah, that livery is quite funny. Now it's a gold SLS, and with a livery like that, we can only expect some meme moments like this, really. So I really want to get in front of this guy. It's lap 4, it's the final lap, and I can just see this guy being really dirty. So brake there a little bit, go round, keep it smooth, keep it clean. Now that SLS is real close behind. Brake. Leave it. Leave the gap for him, really, and I shouldn't have done that. Because, as you saw earlier, the guy loves to swerve in your path. And he just loves to just randomly change direction. El Francis. Not really the best Spanish accent. Now, for some reason I just cut so wide. Kind of ruined that for me there. Get the old 5.5 second penalty. So now I've got to make up that time. Go for the manoeuvre. He just swerves into me. But I just try and get away now. I can see he's going up to 0.5 of a second. Well, I'm going to be 0.5 of a second quicker than him. So try and get a nice, smooth and clean, fast exit out of this. So keep in second. Ride as much of the track as possible. But he's still in... Well, he wasn't in the slipstream range, but I had to serve the penalty so he catches up. And now, hopefully I try and get some payback by swerving into him, but he rams me again, twice, and wins that battle. But if you want to see more of this video, of these types of videos, please let me know down below. Please dislike the video if you didn't like it, comment, share around your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.